It's International Women's Day. Welcome to Joburgtv News. I'm Gail Fasaki with your top stories. Nersa approves energy tariff hikes. Parties can't agree on Reserve Bank's future. And a wins bid to host 2023 Netball World Cup. The National Energy Regulator of South Africa announced its decision on whether Eskom should get a 15% annual tariff hike for the next 3 years yesterday. The utility was approved for some tariff increases, but far less than the requested percentage points. Nersa held public hearings across the country. The regulator approved the following Eskom tariff hikes: 2019 by 9.4%, 2020 by 8.1%, and 2021 by 5.2%. Nersa chairperson Jacob Mudise said Nersa received 119,000 comments in response to Eskom's 2 applications for a total of 784 billion rand in revenue. South Africa's 3 largest political parties have mixed feelings on the decision to nationalize the South African Reserve Bank. Yesterday, President Cyril Ramaphosa told the National Assembly that the central bank needs to be owned by the people. The ANC and the EFF both welcomed the decision, as both parties believe the bank's independence won't be jeopardized. However, the DA is not convinced, and the Black Business Council meanwhile says the Reserve Bank must maintain its independence. South Africa will host another major sporting event in the not-too-distant future. The International Netball Federation has chosen Cape Town as host city of the 2023 Netball World Cup. Tato Atimchali has more details in your sports updates.
A good day, I'm Tato Atimchali with your sports news. A South African trade union with mostly white members went to court on Wednesday to challenge the country's policy of racial quotas for national sporting teams. The government has instituted a transformation charter which compels national squads to implement racial quotas, especially in high-profile white-dominated sports such as rugby and cricket. But the Solidarity Trade Union opposes the transformation policy and went to the Johannesburg Labour Court to have it overturned. The court will decide at a future date whether the union can bring its case. If permission is granted, only then will the merits be discussed. And in your cricket news, the South African under-19s fell short of their first win in the Youth One-Day International Quadrangular Series following defeat by 1 run at the hands of India's under-19 at Trivandrum on Tuesday. Impressive half-centuries from Ryan Terreblanche and Andile Mokhakane looked to have set up the victory for the youngsters before 3 catastrophic run-outs in the final over, and impressive bowling from Sushant Mishra restricted them to 117 for 19. And lastly, in exciting news, South Africa was on Thursday announced as the host for the 2023 Netball World Cup in Cape Town. The 16-team World Cup will be held over 10 days and will feature 60 matches. It is a historic first for the sport and the country, with the tournament coming to South Africa and Africa for the first time. South Africa beat 4-time world champions New Zealand for the hosting rights for the credential showpiece. South Africa is the first country to have hosted the Soccer World Cup, the Cricket World Cup and the Rugby World Cup, and will now add the Netball showpiece to the list. That's all from the Sports Desk.
Let's take a look at your traffic and weather updates.
Thank you, Gail. Looking at your traffic, we're approaching the weekend on the roads, and Village Deep at Elof Street Extension, there are roadworks causing heavy traffic towards the CBD. Edenville at the N3 Road, there's a crash near the Linksfield Road exit causing heavy traffic from Germiston. Terfontein at Turf Club Street, cars are moving slow due to traffic lights not working through Terfontein Road. Pretoria at Salter Street, there's a protest that is blocking the road towards the Malson Street, causing slow-moving traffic there. And now with your weather updates. Johannesburg peaking at 28 degrees Celsius with partly cloudy skies. Pretoria peaking at 31 degrees Celsius, and lastly Vereeniging at 29 degrees Celsius. That's it from the traffic and weather. Back to you, Gail.
And that's it from the team and I. Catch you next bulletin at midday. Goodbye.